The question we ask in our blog is whether inequality will rise following this pandemic. We answer yes, based on a look at historical pandemics over the past 20 years. Inequality indeed rises. So why is it likely that inequality will rise following this pandemic? 3 reasons seem important. The first is there's a lot of data suggesting that the poor are much more likely to test positive for this disease than the rich. Second, conditional on testing positive, the poor are in fact much more likely to die, horrible as that sounds, having tested positive. And third, the poor are much more likely to have to actually travel to work rather than being able to work from home and all the protection that working from home provides. So wouldn't we think that the frontline workers in this crisis could actually do better in terms of the incomes that they earn? The answer is that really what we see is a lot of unemployment today, something that's likely to get worse before it gets better. And this really reduces the bargaining power of unskilled labor. The second reason is the threat of technology. Unskilled labor is relatively easy to substitute away from, and this is something that we may see much more of in the aftermath of this pandemic. So how should policymakers deal with this rise in inequality? I think they deserve a lot of credit already. Many steps have been taken to protect the most vulnerable in society. But I think after this pandemic is over, we're going to need to take bolder steps. A new social contract, rethinking globalization to make sure it works for the many rather than just the few, and not embarking too quickly on a program of cutting budget deficits to get the public debt down. There will be a time for that, but the time is once the recovery is firmly established and not before.